His chosen ones, you have been raised up from brutality. Kill the brute who multiply.
There you have it. It was going to be a weird year, but I didn't expect the apocalypse this quickly. Oh well.
The gift of the
Wow, gross. Alright, so hi everybody. We've managed to squeeze everybody in. So I am your usual reviewer host, Mad Matt, or Malice as I usually am on the videos. With me tonight is Barry, who's doing hand signals to you all. Hi.
No free shot for you.
And behind us is Randy. And Aaron, and I forgot your name, I just met you today. Kelsey. So, because Aaron decided to spread word around, we've all watched ZARDOZ. Some of us for the first time, I assume.
Yes.
Yep. Kelsey for the first time.
And I can also say it was for the last time.
Oh, if only I was so lucky. I think this is my third time by now.
And you're still sane?
Oh, yeah. I'm perfectly
well,
fine.
Actually, no, you're not, but I don't think any of us are.
You've probably developed some sweet coping mechanism.
Sanity is overrated. The insane people are interesting. It's only if you get too insane that you're dangerous.
Don't need to be insane to work here, but helps.
Wait, are you getting paid?
For Patreon, I am.
Ah.
So, I guess the first thing to do if we're going to review this is we have to cover the plot very quickly. Sean Connery runs around in hot pants. A whole bunch of immortals try to chase him down. You figure out that the backstory is that the apocalypse happened. A group of people made themselves immortal. Sean Connery has somehow been selected by one of the immortals to become the guy who can undo everything.
By killing them all. And yet this is not Highlander.
Yes. But it was shot in Ireland, though.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, he finally goes about slowly figuring things out and becomes the one person who can figure out where the machine is, which is technically just inside of a diamond. It's literally a diamond that can talk to him. He then uses the power of the diamond to undo everything, including making all the immortals mortal. He undoes the force field outside that keeps all the normal people on the outside out, and lets all of his people in, who then start killing immortals, and he runs away with one of the immortals, makes a baby with her, makes a son who then wanders off, and then they just die in a cave. The end.
Yeah, greatest ending in the world, yeah, really. Watch them slowly age to death. And
because happiness.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess the first thing then is to try and cover things we liked about the movie. So each and every one of us, one quick thing what you liked about the movie. Let's start with Barry, since he's on that side.
Okay. The movie had nudity. Yay.
Yes, but it was 70s nudity.
It was better than nothing. Let's face facts in this dry one. So Chelsea, one thing you liked about the movie, Kelsey. Kelsey.
It didn't get my name wrong. That's what I liked about it.
Ow. Okay.
Yeah. No, actually, the marker mustache from the movie. That's actually kind of funny.
The fake non-tattoo on his face, yeah.
Yeah. I liked Friend because he had an awesome name and an awesome attitude of teamwork. teamwork.
Or so he proclaims after he's been let off the hook.
Yeah.
So actually, I think I'm kind of next. So, thing I liked about the movie, nice outdoor sets. The greenery was very pretty. Mm-hmm. Randy?
Well, I like the fact that I now know where they got the flying head ship on the Gazorpazorp episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ZARDOZ gets referenced everywhere if you look hard enough. So, things we didn't like. So let's start with Barry again.
Well, it was a bit of a mindfuck for a plot.
Was rather convoluted, yes.
Mm-hmm. Just saying everything else. Everything except the marker mustache.
Everything else on the marker mustache. I get the feeling that the writers of this thought that they were very, very clever, and if you pay attention enough, no, they're not. It's essentially an art house film, and it can be very dry at times.
The cat's claws are digging into it.
That's what she didn't like.
Yep.
Happened more than once.
Just the confusion, I guess. Like, the fact that Khan's... I know, it's just like Han Smith walks up to like, she's gonna kill him, and then he's like, nope, you're not gonna kill me now.
Matter of fact, you're gonna kiss me now, and we're gonna go make out later. Bye.
We're gonna have a child together. Oh, you're in.
Well, so the moral of this story was supposed to be that the natural order prevails. Yet the tool that they used to uphold the natural order was the product of generations of eugenic-style breeding, which pretty much flies in the face of the natural order. So the only way to uphold the natural order was to tell the natural order to go screw itself. So, no, there is no point to this movie.
That's what happens when you think about it. Just call yourself pain.
You see, I'm a critic. I can't help it. I've been trained to do this. I've been reviewing stuff for years now. I see the flaws inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed.
Since like 2000?
Since about 2012.
Well, I think you were reviewing stuff before that.
Oh, I reviewed video games back in the 90s. But then I took a long break to, have a life.
Okay, so how about final thoughts?
Final thoughts, Barry.
Well, it was interesting, and I don't mean in a good way, because between the impenetrable barriers and the psychic whatever was going on, and the random time travel, and I mean, pick one. Seriously.
I wish I could learn by osmosis.
But we all wish we could learn by osmosis, although I don't think that was osmosis.
Yeah, that was a little different.
That was,
Maybe
that was
osmosis
more the
minus
accelerating learning that they did in the Superman movie.
That's like
Really?
the learning through projector.
Yeah.
I get the feeling the director told all of them, just make a noise like you're trying to convey everything you've ever learned in one sound.
Well, like I said, it kept sounding like the monolith from 2001. It was just...
I don't know. I kind of wonder what green bread tastes like now.
I don't. I mean, if you really find out, you could leave some bread sitting in the kitchen for a few
No,
weeks
that's
and
not
dry.
how they made their green bread.
They made it in the oven.
Yeah, they just threw it in that little conveyor belt.
The crazy laser oven that came out of
dough
nowhere.
itself was green. The dough itself was green. Yeah, it was.
My final thoughts is that since I'm the guy that keeps sharing this around, is that I'm amused to watch and just see what people's reactions are at this point. I got through it and went, meh. I've seen more crazy.
And what was your final thoughts?
So, apparently in the 1970s, 20th Century Fox threw $1.5 million into making this movie, which was $1.5 million too many. This movie has no point. Its special effects were stuff that the BBC could do earlier than them. The only star of note in this is Sean Connery, who I'm pretty sure signed on only because the chance that he got to see a whole bunch of boobs.
And if there's enough
He
money.
needs to sign on to movies for
And if there's enough.
And like I said, the writing was horrible. The acting in everybody, well, anyone, including Sean Connery, really.
Yeah, he seemed bored.
He was really phoning in his acting. And nobody else in there was acting like anything above a high school drama level. Mm-hmm. And as somebody who did drama in high school, I know what that looks like. Mm-hmm. So the acting was bad, the directing was bad, the special effects was bad.
The writing was bad.
The writing was bad. Yeah, there's no point to this movie.
Other than it's a weird little movie that we like to share and drive people crazy with.
Unless you really want everyone to know where that quote comes from.
You know the quote,
yes.
folks.
The gun is good. Penis is evil.
And apparently the writers and the directors were very fascinated by boobs and sex. Because there was a lot of it. Yet it was not a porno. Oddly enough.
Which means they're all European.
If it had been a porno, it would have been Ron Jeremy and the little hot pants.
Ron Jeremy running around in the hot pants with thigh-high boots. There's an image for you folks. Good night.
Yeah, that'll stick to the inside of your eyelids.
Bye.
You cannot unsee it now.